SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. It's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports. Carson Wentz and the Los Angeles Rams taking on Justin Fields and the Seattle Seahawks.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They're led by their 6-year quarterback out of North Dakota State, a former Pro Bowler, Carson Wentz.
And when you look at him, you see that he's got all the tools you want in a quarterback. The big frame, the quick release, strong arm, has escapability. The issue sometimes, tries to do too much instead of just taking the throws that are available to him, and occasionally turnovers get him into trouble.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Wentz's throw caught by Higgins. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And some room to work. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to make it fourth down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And Myers able to knock it through. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. Leading them out, the rookie from Ohio State at 22 years of age, it's Justin Fields.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A handoff for Etienne. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
And that's a pleasing run there by Travis Etienne. And every time I see him carry it, I think of the word mature. Why? 4 full seasons at Clemson, not something you normally get with a running back. Had almost 5,000 yards rushing, the school record, along with 70 rushing touchdowns. That's both the school record and ACC record. The second running back taken in the draft after Najee Harris from Alabama, number 25 overall. He's now wearing number 1 in the NFL after wearing number 9 at Clemson. He loves those single digits.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Flush to his right. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? On play action, Fields. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. McPherson's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Going a little tennis on me,
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
That. They crack a forehand back at him. They get a backhand. What was the serve? What was the return on?
It was a backhand. And a really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Now Wentz. Being chased out left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Wentz going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down now, Barkley. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. These two teams all tied after 1. Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Play action. Now Wentz. And he's got his man here, Beasley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
Meanwhile, Wentz's throw taken in by Landry. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. A handoff, Barkley running left. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Dalton Schultz with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is now 10-3. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they are back to 500 now. The win last week, their 3rd in a row. And the question, is this run coming too late to make a difference in the playoff race?
Great question. They definitely still have some work to do, but I think a lot of folks were writing this team off about 3 weeks ago, even some of their own fans. So I suggest you put some extra shocks on the old bandwagon because this team has rebounded. So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. It's a big play there for Seattle. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Back to throw, Fields. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal. Once more, ETN. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. ETN will score. Touchdown, Seattle. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. Carson Wentz, along with his offense, heading back out there for their next possession. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes, too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
From the 29, Wentz. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Yetur Gross-Matos in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. On the return, Jackson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. On 1st down, Fields. He'll drop that underneath to ETN. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. To throw is Fields. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. And the Rams will take over possession here up at the 44. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. Sean McVay unhappy on the sidelines visibly. He's made a decision to reach for the win. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Another tote for Etienne. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Now a first down throw. Fields. It's caught by Jackson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Everson Griffin able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Draw play, Etienne. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On the handoff, it's Hubbard.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
They'll run here with Hubbard. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chuba Hubbard with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent is still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wentz. This pass complete to Higgins. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down. Etienne once more. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he's stopped right around the 29. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down. Going for it, here's Etienne. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Here's a give to Etienne. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Excellent job on the tackle for loss by Harold Landry, shooting into the backfield. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now Fields. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Flushed out right. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
On second down, Etienne once more. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 82 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. And they'll run here with Etienne. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that one will be accepted. Fields now to throw. Flush to his right. There's Jefferson to pull that in. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Etienne. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Fields. Steps away to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field and brings up third down. Now it's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing. Now, all through this one, they've had nothing but success throwing the football and in the passing game. Here we are in the fourth quarter, a time you'd think they'd be running the football. They're still tossing it around and having great success, and it appears a whole lot of fun as well.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Etienne. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Travis Etienne with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Seahawks are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So that about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. And it was finished off by the rookie Travis Etienne. Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing now is Wentz. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Wentz. His throw incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now Wentz, got to have this one. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Wentz. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Wentz to throw again. Over the middle, he's got Deshaun Hamilton. And a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, we're going to take a look at this just a...
After review the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Over the middle, it's Thomas. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On second down, ETN once more. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll run with ETN. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 107 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. So the victory here for Seattle. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
Oh, I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating, even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground, but both really started to come in sync. So for the Seahawks, they pick up win number 7 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for L.A., their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week